Hey, CrossFit Deliverance members, sorry, another late one today. So let's go ahead. Let's preface the WOD, and then I'll talk about some items that are going to be happening a little later in the week. We're going to start out with alternating EMOM, right, of toes to bar and check pulls. Remember, the toes to bar or high knee raises or temple kettlebell toes to bar should all be done in such a way to where we are keeping the rhythm, keeping the movement as it should be, and then building rather than volume, right? With those movements, we're building a larger range of motion every time, right? So kind of working backwards, like we really have been prefacing it in the past. The check pulls, Coach Nate did a really good job last week, and I think he explained it really well. When we get set up for the check pull, as I've mentioned in class, it's an auto-regulating movement to where if the shoulders are dumped forward or rolled or the elbows are out, we go ahead, we'll feel an impingement in the front delt or in the elbow or somewhere in the position of their shoulder girdle, to give us immediate feedback that we're doing it wrong. If we go ahead, we get set right, and then have tension in our arms, and then as Coach Nate said, just retracting and pulling the shoulder blades down and squeezing the lats should start to bring us off the floor, if not bring us off the floor from there. And then that tells us we can go ahead and actually start using the arms. Not before you feel that lat activation and feel that pull off the ground of your body via the lat activation should you actually think about pulling through your arms, other than just trying to hold tension and keeping the angle, whatever you started out with, static, right? So that's going to be the skill work. The workout is going to be set up as intervals, 7 of them. So it's going to be 200-meter run, dumbbell snatch, 1-minute rest. It's set up in intervals, and dumbbell snatch are relatively, as long as we aren't doing something too heavy that we're capable of, should be something that is a grinder. It's a gross movement skill, working on just that triple extension to drive that bell up and pull through the arm and just to kind of go, right? This is a workout to where I challenge you guys to go ahead and see how hard you guys can actually push yourself and really be focusing on, when you have that minute of rest, pushing your heart rate down, thinking about big deep breaths through your diaphragm and through your belly, and not just really high up in your chest, and then really starting to get into a mental space that you're ready to attack the round with the same amount of intensity that you did, right, in the all prior rounds, and see if you can hold on to the pace that you had, right, and at least have that mental battle of continually to reach and staying in that feeling of that rate of return of the concept of thresholding that we talked about a week or two ago. Guys, keep on drinking your water that we had mentioned. Go ahead and keep on cheering people on in the gym. I love what I'm seeing. You guys are keep on doing it. I challenge you to go ahead and try to cheer an individual on, right, or give them a personal bit of feedback and just a high five, or something that tell them something specifically that they did well, right? If you're coming for a loss of words, or I really was having a hard time to pay attention to others, I was really focused on myself because I needed that today, just go and make sure that you're cheering somebody on sometime during the WOD or after the WOD, for those of you that are finishing after you. Other than that, guys, if you have questions about the Fit 3D as well, or that's up and going, calibration's done. If you have questions on it, ask Amy or I. If you don't have the chance to ask Amy in person, go to the website, look at our programs, and just click the program listed as Fit 3D Body Scanner. Has a nice little video of insights from Amy and I, and then of course 3 additional videos that are specifically from fit3d.com as well, and that should really unpack the entire device for you guys and answer any questions you may have. Know that for those of you that are not comfortable, right? And taking the scan without any type of privacy partition. Amy and I are working on that. The scanner came a little earlier than we thought, which is why like the web page wasn't set up exactly how we wanted to right away. We were working on that, and when it came, so know that that'll be there for you. But for those of you that are comfortable, just make sure that you are you just follow the directions on the screen, right? If you're okay with not having that privacy partition. As always, guys, be relentless in everything that you do, and we'll see you on the other side.